So I've been thinking about how to strengthen the vagus nerve, and I think I've come up with an answer. But first, the brain. The left and right brain are separated by a fiber called the corpus callosum. It resides in this space where the pineal gland sits, which is also the top of your spinal column. So it literally floats in cerebrospinal fluid. It is the physical center of your skull, of your brain. This is what I wrote my book about, Activate Your Pineal Gland. So the pineal gland has been referred to as the seat of the soul. This goes even further. It talks about how the pineal gland is attached to a worm-like appendage, which they refer to as the vermis. There's a worm in your brain. And they say that your pineal gland is like a passageway that can be open and closed, similar to like allowing food from your esophagus to drop down into your stomach. That the pineal gland is a gateway for spirit energy, whereas your esophagus to your stomach is digesting food, physical energy. The pineal gland is a gateway to different parts of the brain to allow spirit energy. Wonder how this doorway opens and closes. Well, this vermis goes all throughout the brain, which is connected to the pineal gland, which is linked to your eyeballs. So this worm-like obstacle enables passage of memories from one part of the brain to the other, which is why when you look up towards the left, you can assume that someone may be making something up, versus up to the right where someone is trying to access memories. So our eyeballs are able to control what part of the brain we're able to access. And this vermis, or this worm, goes throughout our entire brain, and it's connected to our eyeballs. Where's the other part? Well, if it's moving this spirit energy, which is also referred to as kundalini, I'm going to guess that the other part of that worm is the beginning of the spinal column or the spinal cord kundalini energy, which is the vagus nerve. The pineal gland is often represented by being the third eye chakra, which is right here at the brow. And you can see there's lines coming from there going to the eyeballs and to the olfactory, it's even written out, and to, does that say gufa? And to the ears. So our senses are all connected to the pineal gland. And the pineal gland energy is between our eyeballs and our brain and our vagus nerve. So this worm-like part of the brain controls the flow of this animal spirit between the middle and posterior ventricles. So people that want to remember, look upwards, because it raises the worm-like particle, which opens the passage, enables the retrieval of memories from the posterior ventricle. So looking up allows us to remember. Now, if we want to think, look down, because this lowers the particle, closes the passage, and protects the spirit in the middle. So our eyeballs can control this passageway of this animal spirit, which links us between memories and logic. There's literally a switch, a light switch to our brain that we can control with our eyeballs. This led me to think you can strengthen your vagus nerve and your pineal gland and probably your brain using this really easy exercise. Step 1, close your eyes. Step 2, with your eyes closed, look up. Step 3, with your eyes closed, look down. Step 4, repeat for a minute. You can probably do this with your eyes open too. Step 1, look up. Step 2, look down. Step 3, repeat. Strengthening this flap of your brain will strengthen your pineal gland, which strengthens your vagus nerve, cerebrospinal fluid flowing throughout your entire body. This is your life force energy that feeds your physical and your spiritual aspects of your etheric body, which makes up your body, you. This is you. So your vagus nerve is the fuel to the rest of you. And all we gotta do is flip the switch. Up, down, up, down. It literally opens a passage, enabling this energy to access information. This is neat stuff. My book includes techniques and exercises to strengthen the pineal gland. It does not have this information because I just literally came up with this morning, like a few minutes ago. I'm going to add this to my daily practice. I wonder what the effects would be when you combine this with the Kachari Mudra, which is sticking your tongue to the roof of your mouth, right to the back soft palate, because that closes an energetic loop. When you were a baby, when you were in your womb, your pineal gland and your tongue and your gut were all one chunk of tissue. And as you became, as you formed, they broke apart. So sticking your tongue to the roof of your mouth closes this gap. This is like the missing link. Now, if you do that and close the gap like an electric plug, and then look up and down, flipping the switch, who knows what this is going to do to our brain? I'm going to find out. Enjoy.